Hey guys, welcome back. The title of the video is going to be Become Indispensable at Your Organization, a Linchpin. Become indispensable. Now, 15 years ago, I got a book from my brother for Christmas, and I think it was called Linchpin, Become Indispensable. It's by an author named Seth Godin, and I'll link his book in the details below, but you can find it on Spotify if you're a premium member. You know, a lot of people use Spotify for their music, but they also have audiobooks. And I found it today again, and I wanted to talk about it, and that it's still relevant today. Now, as far as why you should become indispensable in a company, it's kind of obvious, but I'll talk about it. You want to become indispensable because in the economy, we have ups and downs. You know, we have the economic cycle of booms and busts. And then this time right now, we might be going through a bust period. I think we are, with where government cuts are going on and companies are using AI. Everything is becoming more efficient and expendable at the end of the day. If you are not finding ways of becoming indispensable, you might be at risk. You might be at risk for a layoff because companies are all trying to become efficient. And why is that? Well, that's America's business model, is efficiency and convenience. That is what every company strives for in the United States. And typically, who are they trying to pay? They're trying to pay the shareholders of those companies, whether it's private or public. The more margin a company can produce, the more dividends they can pay out to their shareholders, whoever they are. All right, could be you. You know, if you're holding some stocks in the stock market, the S&P 500, they're paying you at the end of the day. So when you are in your career, you need to find jobs that are indispensable, meaning you're probably going to have to create that job at your company, because most jobs that you apply for are dispensable. They're disposable. Companies ramp up labor and they ramp up jobs because there's growth in the economy, typically. And eventually, when there's a contraction, they'll just get rid of those jobs. They're replaceable. But when you get into that job and you realize that it's replaceable because you can repeat it by just hiring someone off the street, you need to position yourself in that career to be indispensable. What do I mean by that? Well, when you're in the organization, you need to find ways of creating more value than what your original job description is, because then it becomes harder to replace you. It becomes that much harder if you're able to link teams together, let's say. If you're able to make human connections, okay? And AI can't replace that. It's much harder to replace that person when you create value in an organization, when you show leadership in an organization, when you're able to make decisions in an organization. All right, a job description doesn't have in it, ability to make decisions. Some do, some don't. But to be honest, it's that much harder to get rid of someone who has these leadership skills, who can actually speak up in a meeting and say, no, that's a stupid idea and here's why. You know, those are the people who are indispensable in an organization. As far as like doing a job, like coding or marketing, social media, stuff like that, they're replaceable. It's not a big deal, honestly. Every software developer out there can be replaced. Every engineer who's moving, making some 3D CAD drawing can be replaced. There's always somebody up and coming out of college for cheaper labor. They can be replaced. But what's harder to replace is someone who actually has leadership skills, someone who actually has new ideas, who can put things together, make an organization operate efficiently, be able to lead teams of younger people or inexperienced people. That is how you become irreplaceable and a linchpin in your company. A linchpin, if you don't know, is this little pin that you put inside of a part that keeps two things together, right? Keeping teams together, making the organization work well together, leading a team of people and showing them a vision, whether it's a small team or an extremely large team, whatever it is. That's the thing about CEOs and the C-suite, is that they're irreplaceable. That's the thing about them. They understand how to keep organizations driving towards a common mission. They're the greatest at it. We've seen examples of it throughout history. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. The list goes on and on. The reason why they're indispensable is because they know how to drive a mission and keep a team together. And you can do that too in your company. Whether or not your job says that you should do that or not, do it, okay? Do it. This is not some corporate BS video at the end of the day. This is how you grow your career and make money and become indispensable and get promotions and raises and not be on the chopping block. If you just go into a job and you just do the job description as it is, as you first get hired, and that's all you do, you will never move up in a company. All right, the days of just putting your time in are over. You have to create that much more value when it comes to business these days, because it's harder and harder to do so. Because every company, the objective is to make simple cogs in the wheel, all right? Simple cogs in the machine, I mean. That's what I meant. And those cogs can be replaced for the lowest dollar, right? The lowest bidder, whoever that is, you know, some human that's going to come along at, you know, some third world country that will do the same job for a lower price. That's what it comes down to. And I don't want that for you guys. I want you guys to succeed. Anyone who watches this channel, you can be a linchpin, all right? You can be indispensable when it comes to a company. Everyone can. It just takes the drive, common sense, confidence, and leadership, and just that drive to do so. That's honestly what it comes down to, and that's what it's going to take for the future, honestly. Every company out there is going to have jobs that they can easily replace with AI, robots, lower wage humans, but the harder thing is the people that keep the organization together. That's going to be the difference maker. And that's what I want for you guys, to be leaders, to grow your career, to grow your wealth. So let me know what you guys think. Is this something that you guys do in your job? Are you being leaders, and are you linchpins in your organization, or do you want to be a linchpin? You know, working up and moving up in management. That's what management is. It's keeping the system going, the machine going, okay? So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And take a look at that book too. I highly recommend it. I'll link it in the description below. And anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. And take a look at my previous video if you could. And thanks guys. Bye.